CollectAWrestlePalooza. CollectAWrestlePalooza.
Hello, wrestling fans and sports card collectors. This is Tom from CollectAWrestlePalooza. Today, I'm counting down the top 5 highest prices paid recently for eBay auctions of WWE FLEER wrestling trading cards. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I feature collectibles primarily from the 80s and 90s with a strong focus on the golden age of professional wrestling. If you've been here before, welcome back. I really appreciate the support. If you like this kind of content, please make sure you hit the thumbs up and also find links in the show notes to my Patreon, the CollectAWrestlePalooza website, and the eBay store. Even better, hit the subscribe button to get awesome collecting content in your feed every week. I post new videos each Friday night. It's free and easy to subscribe, and I really appreciate the support. As a Patreon member, you get 10% off every eBay purchase in my shop and your name at the end of every CollectAWrestlePalooza video. So let's get to the countdown, but before we do, let's review the criteria for this top 5 list. 1. I only include eBay auctions from the last few months. eBay is the largest auction house there is, and I feel like auctions are true representations of the sports card market. 2. I only include items that come up using the search terms WWE FLEER or WWF FLEER. And 3. Suspicious sales are not included. The idea for the category of this top 5, FLEER wrestling cards, comes from viewer Zach Trowinski. Thank you very much for the idea, Zach. What a great comment. If you folks have other ideas for top 5s you want me to represent, leave them in the comments and I will check them out. Coming in at number 5 is a 2002 FLEER Hulk Hogan event-worn shirt Relic card that sold at auction for $113. I love this card, and am surprised it isn't higher on the list. When it comes to sports card relics, the more colors the better. This relic has 3 colors, and they match the shirt the Hulkster is wearing on the photo. If we look at the back of the card, FLEER acknowledges that the shirt was worn by Hollywood Hulk Hogan on Smackdown. This is an important distinction. Anything worn on TV will also have more value, and you can bet if Hollywood Hogan wore the shirt on SmackDown, it was shown on screen. And it features the yellow and red Hulkamania color palette as opposed to the black and white NWO heel version of Hollywood Hogan. I love that this card still calls the superstar Hollywood Hogan, a name we generally associate with his heel run, even though he was a babyface when he joined SmackDown in 2002. There were 4 major FLEER WWE trading card series released in 2002. The first, All Access, was still called WWF. This was a time for transition in the Federation. Hogan joined SmackDown right around when the WWF became the WWE. The next 3 FLEER releases were all under the WWE banner in 2002. Royal Rumble, Raw vs. SmackDown, and Absolute Divas. This card is from the Raw vs. SmackDown series. Coming in at number 4 is a card from 2003, a Divine Divas PSA 10 card depicting Stacy Keibler that sold at auction for $158. This is a formidable sale for a base wrestling card. It is not even her rookie. She had cards in 2000 as Miss Hancock in the WCW and also in the 2002 FLEER Absolute Divas set. This one, a year later, is called Divine Divas and shows how strong and athletic Stacy Keibler was at the time, with washboard abs and muscular arms. FLEER released 3 wrestling card sets in 2003. In addition to this series, they also produced WWE Aggression and a set based on Wrestlemania 19. The Divine Divas set has 90 cards, depicting the handful of women superstars they had on the roster at the time in different scenarios. Keibler appears on multiple cards. Card number 5 shows Keibler in an evening gown. Card number 18 shows Keibler posing in a black and white striped outfit with a green border. Card number 31, depicted here, shows Keibler in a swimsuit. Card number 44 shows Keibler teasing the crowd by leaning over. Card 57 shows Stacy in high-heeled black boots. Card 70 shows Stacy in a nightgown with a light blue border. And card 83 shows both Keibler and Scott Steiner on the same piece of cardboard. The early 2000s were a different time for the WWE. This was the Attitude Era, and glorifying the female talent as divas was a big moneymaker for the Federation, as displayed on this trading card series. Coming in at number 3 is a card from the most famous FLEER wrestling trading card set there is, the 2002 Royal Rumble series. This is a John Cena rookie that sold in a PSA 9 for $324. The Royal Rumble series from 2002 is famous because it contains rookie cards of so many top Hall of Fame caliber superstars like Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, Batista, and John Cena. While the in-ring action shots are not necessarily the most attractive, this card series became hot, particularly during the sports card boom of the early to mid-2020s, due to the mystique of having 4 Hall of Fame rookies all in the same rare wrestling card set. The FLEER 2002 Royal Rumble series also contains the first WWE cards from former ECW stars like Tommy Dreamer, Rob Van Dam, and Lance Storm. This card is the Cena rookie in a PSA 9. How rare is it? PSA has only graded 357, and only 12 have received a PSA 10, which sells for between $1,200 and $1,500. 122 have received a PSA 9, hence the drop in price to only $324. I say only as that figure is pretty relative. John Cena is one of the most prominent figures in professional wrestling history and is a pop culture crossover star, appearing in movies and other popular media. The only reason, in my opinion, that his rookie card doesn't sell for more is how unremarkable the photo is. Of course, at the time, who knew? And the awkward photo, which doesn't even feature John's face, is in some ways also part of the card's charm, which is why it came in at number 3 on this week's list. Number 2 is another card from the 2003 Divine Divas set, this time a hit. An autograph of Victoria, numbered to 25, sold at auction for $338. They were 8 pack-pulled insert series from the Divine Divas. Hugs and kisses are not incredibly rare, included 1 in every 8 packs, but the Hugs and Kisses autographs are among the rarest cards from this 2003 series. It's hard to even find pictures of most of them. Despite debuting in 2000, Victoria has wrestled in the WWE as recently as the 2021 Royal Rumble. In 2024, she signed a Legends deal with the company as one of the greatest women's wrestlers in history, with a career spanning over 20 years, and introducing a bodybuilder's physique at a time in the early 2000s when women's wrestling was mainly about looks. This card is from her first WWE run between 2000 and 2009, and right around the time she won the championship in 2003. The card has appeal for so many reasons, including that it depicts one of the top stars of the time, but also because set collectors and folks that like early rare wrestling inserts would certainly pay top dollar for any of the Hugs and Kisses autos. I can imagine in the early 2000s, folks would pull an auto card from a quote-unquote diva. They wouldn't understand the significance and may not bother to save it as something to cherish. Luckily, collectors now are able to understand the significance and importance of these professional wrestling pioneers. And number 1 this week is the amazing 2001 FLEER WWF WrestleMania Signature Moves autograph card of Stone Cold Steve Austin that sold at auction for $626. It doesn't get much better than this, the Stone Cold Stunner and an auto that includes the insignia 316. In 2001, FLEER produced 4 wrestling card series: Championship Clash, Raw is War, the Ultimate Divas Collection, and Wrestlemania. The Wrestlemania series includes a few iconic insert series, the foreign objects, but also signature move auto cards of Kurt Angle, the Dudley Boys, and Stone Cold. They were exclusive to hobby boxes, and some of them are hand-numbered to 500. It is unknown how many more exist, or if the unnumbered autos are more or less rare than the numbered ones. But one thing is for certain, this card is valuable because it is Stone Cold's first licensed WWF autograph card, and because it is inscribed 316, his trademark. Steve Austin is one of, if not the most accomplished WWF superstar of all time. He almost single-handedly saved the Federation in 1996 and 1997, creating the Attitude Era's most prolific catchphrases like, "'Cause Stone Cold said so," and the one depicted here, Austin 316. He won dozens of championships in the WWE and WCW and was inducted in the Hall of Fame both as a singles competitor and for his match with Bret Hart at WrestleMania 13. Sports Illustrated called Stone Cold the greatest professional wrestler of all time. Given these accolades, finding his first auto card, regardless if it's numbered or not, for only $626 feels like a steal. Am I right? And that does it this week. What do you folks think of this countdown? Do you like me taking suggestions for categories? If so, leave some comments and tell me the next one to consider, and I'll do another top 5 soon. Until then, be good to yourself. Happy collecting.
CollectAWrestlePalooza. CollectAWrestlePalooza.